guys, it's Di from BeingMommywithStyle, and I have a quick HomeGoods haul for you guys today. It's kind of like an unintentional haul. So I was looking at different HomeGoods in our area, trying to find this great plate print that I saw in a HomeGoods. I think I mentioned this in a vlog at some point. I know I mentioned it on Instagram, but I found this great plate print and I hesitated on it, and when I went back to get it, it was gone. So I was checking all the HomeGoods around us trying to find the plates, which I have not found. But what I did find when I went into one HomeGoods, I struck gold because I did find a couple pieces from it up here, which I'll show you in just a minute. But I saw this picture and I fell in love with it. I thought, this is it. This is the one for the dining room. So I really love the birch tree prints, and I've seen a bunch of different varieties of this at Kirkland's, at Ballard Designs, at Hobby Lobby, even some different ones at HomeGoods, but they were just like all too dark or not quite what I was looking for. So in this room, I'm using like a champagne accent. I really love silver and mercury glass, so I want those two things to kind of blend together. And then we also have grays on this side of the room. So I was wanting something to kind of tie all of those things in together. And if you look at this piece, it was actually a really great price. It was only $39.99, which is the cheapest print that I've ever seen, but it ties everything together perfectly. So it's got the birch trees that are like a gray with just a hint of like that golden accent on them, and then the leaves are painted on, brushed on in blue, and then that kind of golden champagne color. I looked at this and I was like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was wanting. So I'm going to be replacing this picture up here. It really bothers me because there's so much light coming from this side of the room. There's all this whole bank of windows over here, all the light bouncing off the mirror. I don't think that a picture with glass works right here because, quite frankly, it's hard to see. I mean, you can see right there, there's the glare of the window in this picture, and I just wasn't exactly feeling it. So I already had this when I moved, so I just tossed it up there to kind of get a feel for the room. But I had decided pretty quickly that's not what I wanted, and all this here is kind of like not exactly what I want. So I just kind of was tossing stuff on here, trying to figure out what I did want. So I think that now that I found this picture, I'm going to put it up, and I think that this is definitely going to be the one. And hopefully that'll help me sort out what I am going to do with this buffet area over here, so it's not just a bunch of stuff randomly tossed up there. Then the other exciting news is I have not been able to find this print in the plates. I've never been able to find those. I've checked about 6 or 7 HomeGoods in our areas, and they're gone. So I've come to the realization that I may have just missed out. That is the way that it is. If you see something and you're thinking you might like it, you got to grab it. So I've learned my lesson there. But I did find this really cool teapot in that same print. I really love this. And I did find one mug. They just had one. So I went ahead and got that. If I could ever find some more to make like a little set, that would be great. So I'm going to keep an eye out. I did find this kind of shimmery, but it's see-through. So it's like got a really shimmery piece on the edge. I like this for like a stacking little tray, and I use these not just for cakes and sweets. I use them in decor as well. So I like this, so I wanted to go ahead and grab it. But then I saw these, they had a golden color, so I was kind of torn. Should I go with the gold, to go with more of like the gold in here? Still a little bit torn. I may go back and get the gold ones also, just to see what I like better in the room. But when I set this like this, I thought, well, that would make such a cute little display with the teapot, because I love tea, and the cup. So I'm thinking about trying to put this either in here in the dining room or in the kitchen. But I really like these, and they're sparkly for the holidays. I'm going to be doing for Christmas a sparkly theme on this table. So I'm just starting to think of that. And I may go back and get the gold ones, either exchange these for the gold or just get the gold in addition to, so I can use them for different settings. So I got all this stuff. I think it was right around $100 for all of it, but this picture was really the main thing. I walked back there and I was like, wow, I think this is it. And the price is literally the best price out of any of them that I've ever seen. So this is the plate that started it all. I have one. I have one place. I have one setting. I have one mug. I have one plate. I'm on the hunt for these. If I could ever find them, I feel like it kind of ties in with the sparkly theme and kind of goes with like the gold and silver. I do really like it, but you know, I've kind of, like I said, hit the point where I messed up. They had 8 of them, and when I went back, they had this one left. And the reason why I think this one was left is because it was a little bit damaged. But I went ahead and got it just in case I was ever able to piece together something. So anyhow, we'll see if I'm ever able to use all those pieces because I do really like them. And at a different HomeGoods, I found this cake stand. So I was able to find a few pieces here and there, just not the plates that I was originally wanting. So anyhow, I was pretty excited about my picture find anyways. It's not what I went in there to find. And I didn't get the plates that I was hoping to find. But this is an exciting kind of home decor piece that I think I can develop this dining room a little bit better with this and kind of keep some forward momentum for how I want to decorate this. So I will keep you guys posted and maybe even take a little bit of video after I have it up. But this is my HomeGoods haul for the day, my kind of unintentional haul. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.